All right, guys, I know a lot of you have been watching this video series for the 85 300D, and it's finally test drive day. I'm done with the car, and we're going to take it out. All right. There's our glow plugs. First thing we notice is how fast it fires up. Notice the oil pressure. We haven't come up to temp yet. Perfect idle RPMs. Let's go ahead and turn on this AC. It is hot outside. This has, and remember, this has a, I'm going to go ahead and back up. This has a complete new AC system. Every single component. The condenser, the condenser, the compressor, the dryer, the little valve, expansion valve, all of it is brand new. So the AC is in top-notch condition. I wasn't expecting that. When I got the car, I saw that. I was like, wow, somebody spent a ton of money on that. All right. 1 second, let me put my seatbelt on here. That car just sold and it's going to Norway. I don't know if you guys saw the series on the E320 wagon. I'm sorry, not Norway, the Netherlands. A guy named Eric just bought that car. There's my daily driver, the mighty 116. Been driving that thing for like 11 years. Love that car. So anyway, so I want you guys, I'm going to turn out the light so it doesn't glare. There you go. You guys can watch the, actually it might have been a little better with the light on. First thing I notice is how smooth the throttle is. You barely have to press it at all. Because I lubricated, disassembled and lubricated, completely cleaned all that throttle linkage. So it's extremely smooth. Some cars they have extremely dirty throttle linkages and nobody serviced them. You have to kind of press on the accelerator pedal with a little bit of force. This one, you literally just lay your foot on it and it's ready to go. That's why I do that. That's why I clean those. Let's go ahead and wait for this light to change. So we're not up to temp yet, so I'm just going to take it easy till we get up to temp. And then I'll do a 0 to 60 and show you the health of the engine. You know, a healthy 617 is around 15 seconds, 16 seconds, right around there, 0 to 60. All right, I'm like at third throttle. Go ahead and watch the shift points. Perfect smooth shift. I really like how these 85s shift. They have the 722.3 transmission, and they changed the vacuum system on the 85 model and how the transmission shifts. They put that little blue disc in there under the hood. I call it the blue flying saucer. And of course the new ball joints and tie rods. The steering is extremely nice. Go ahead and turn on my lights. It's getting dusk. And the turbos too on the 85 model is the KKK turbo, and that's, you know, it's a different turbo than the Garrett. They spool up a little quicker. I don't know if they add more boost, but they definitely have a sensation of faster acceleration. But we'll test that up here. We're about up to engine temperature. AC and climate control is working great. Feels nice in here. Notice it's pretty quiet in here. Just downshifted as we're going up the hill. You can see it's accelerating up the hill. Always like to take these turns a little aggressive back here. This is a good little windy road. Here we go. I'll show you guys some of how it handles. So you can see we're picking up some speed here. not taking it easy on these turns for sure. Very tight suspension. Handle's very nice. Shocks are in good condition. We're gonna come up here on the red light. I'll take a left. We'll get on Georgia 400. We'll do the cruise control, and we'll do a 0 to 60 on the on-ramp. That's a great place to do a 0 to 60. Do the sunroof here. Sunroof works fantastic. I lubricated it, super smooth. Very nice. Let's look at the rear light here. See it behind us? See, I just turned the rear light on. And of course the radio works. You guys saw that.
Coming up, more with Eric Church. Don't go anywhere.
That is freshly restored by Becker. Antenna works great. Rear defroster works. Let's turn this back off. Let's check our flashers here. Flashers work, and you can see all the lights in the refinished wood down there. See all the lights light up correctly on the window controls, and all the, you can't see right now probably, but the lights are all lit up on the dash. It'll get dark and I'll show that. All right, we're gonna go up here to the interstate. I'll do Georgia 400. We'll do cruise control. And we'll do a 0 to 60 on the on-ramp. I might be able to get it where I can stop on the on-ramp. She drives great. I love these cars because every single one of them drives different. You know, they were pretty much handmade cars. And, well, they were handmade cars, hand-built. And, you know, every one of them feels slightly different than the other. It's really cool. And this one's same thing. This one feels a little different than some of the other ones. In a good way. The steering feels good, and I like the acceleration on this car with that KKK turbo. All right, let's see if we're gonna get a chance to do a 0 to 60 here. I'm gonna pull up here and let some of these cars get out of the way. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3, go. That was a dead stop. Y'all can watch the speedometer. I'm watching the road. Yeah, this engine is super healthy. There you go. We are at 60. And she's still pulling. Yeah. There you go. Shift final gear around 70. I've still got it floored. Okay, that's 80. Yeah, very healthy 617. And so I'm gonna get over in the middle lane and we're gonna try this cruise control out. All right, the cruise control is on. And you guys can see my foot is not on the accelerator. We've got it held at 70, I don't know, what is that, 71 miles an hour? And look at the RPMs. That's that nice 1985 rear end. We're going 70 and we're at like, you know, what is that, 3,100? Just above 3,000. Let's bump her on up there. See what she feels like at, there you go. So about 3,400, and you know, keep in mind these are high revving diesel engines. I mean, what other diesel engine do you see with 6,000 on the speedometer, you know? I mean, on the RPM gauge. But a lot of people get scared about RPMs in the old 617, and I can hold it at, you know, I can run it at 3,500 RPMs all the way to California, and it does not hurt a damn thing. They're great engines. I've rebuilt these engines. I've taken them apart, and the internal components look like racing parts. The connecting rods, the pistons, extremely high quality parts. I mean, there's a reason they're known as the million mile motors, you know. I'm gonna put the cruise control on here. There you go. We're cruising at about 75. You can see we're passing traffic. All right, I'm gonna slow down here and see if I can get off this exit. And we'll spin around and head back to the shop. Brakes are very good. We'll do some braking right here at this light. Keep your eye on the speedometer in a minute and you'll see it, how fast it goes down. I'm gonna hit the brakes hard right here. You ready? Here we go. Boom. Look at that. Fantastic brakes. Fantastic. There we go. Oil pressure about 1.5, almost 2. I mean, sorry, 1.5. It's between 1 and 2. Perfect temp, 80 degrees, right above 80 degrees. Full tank of gas. Idling perfect. Probably about 7. I'm guessing about 700. Clock works. Very responsive off the line. No lag. It'll get up and go off the line. Let me get over here back onto the interstate. There's the kick down. I just hit the kick down, dropped it down a gear. There's a switch under the gas pedal, or under the accelerator pedal. It's I guess the drops you down. It's the passing button. But when you press a little bit harder, it will drop the transmission down a gear. All right. There you go. You can see the RPMs and the speed. Georgia 400. This is the Georgia Autobahn. People don't screw around on this road. And I mean, we keep up with traffic, no problem. Let's drop it down a gear. Watch the RPMs. I just hit the kick down. There you go. We're already back up to 80 miles an hour. Smooth, no vibrations. Drive shaft is, you know, I put it back together and made sure everything was put back together exactly how it came apart with the new support bearing, because it's all balanced, so we have no vibrations. Smooth as can be. It tracks straight. I wonder if this thing can get up to 100. See if we can do this without getting a speeding ticket. There we go. I mean, we're at 85, 90. Man, she's still pulling strong. Yeah, we can hit 100 no problem. I'm gonna have to slow down right here. Oh. Anyway, this is my exit here, guys. This is a good one. I love the rear gear in the 85, and the KKK turbo is great. And this is just a solid car. You guys have watched all the video series. I've gone through everything and done my process on it. This is my favorite color. I've decided that black is my favorite color, 300D. The black with the palomino. I mean, look at this interior. I don't know if you guys can see it there in the camera. It's just, it's awesome. It's an awesome interior. So guys, this is a pretty steep hill right here, and I had one of the folks call me from YouTube asking about how these cars handle hills. So watch this. We are going up a hill now, and we're accelerating uphill. This is a steep hill. No problem. We were accelerating rapidly up that hill. Some people have had bad experiences with 617 engines because they're not healthy. They haven't had cars with healthy engines. And when you have a healthy 617, they keep up with traffic, no problem. They accelerate up hills, no problem. They're good engines, but a lot of people, or a lot of, you know, over the decades, they haven't been maintained correctly, and they'll have a loss of power. But this is not one of those cars. This is a good one. Service records all the way back to day one, and including the original window sticker, and I actually found the build tag under the seat when I was cleaning the interior. So anyway, guys, hope you enjoyed the video. This is a great car. I worked really hard on it to make sure everything on it is in outstanding condition and works perfect just like it should from the factory. And this is a good one. Black 1985 300D. So I hope you enjoyed the video, and we'll see you guys next time. Guys, I just pulled back into the shop and cut the lights. I wanted you guys to see the high beams, low beams. There's the fog lights. Once you see the gauge cluster, that all lights up correctly. Also, all the accessory lighting. See all the lighting for the window switches, the hazard switch, the shifter, all the lighting on the dash. So just wanted to show you that all that worked correctly. Also, let me show you that this light correctly, let me turn off the radio, that this correctly turns on and off when you open the door. There you go. I'm going to open the door, turns on, close the door. I think you have like a 5 or 10 second delay, and then that turns off. There we go. Also wanted to show you the visors. All the visor. Wow, that's bright. That's nice. Show you how all these light up. There we go. And of course the light in the back. There you go. So everything works on the car. Just wanted to show you that.